It's planning season here at ConstructConnect, and to mark the occasion, this month's episode is focused on our building product manufacturers as they begin defining their 2025 goals and charting a course to achieving them. Let's start off this month by looking at inventories. Based on dollar values alone, total inventories held by manufacturers and wholesalers are at record highs. Since the start of 2020, inventories are up 25% for manufacturers and a whopping 52% for wholesalers. This has been in part caused by the 40% rise in general construction material prices over that time. When we adjust this for inflation though, the picture changes dramatically, with manufacturers' real inventories down 10% and wholesalers up 9%. Clearly knowing the dollar value of inventory held cannot tell us if the industry is holding the right amount of inventory. However, by looking at levels relative to sales, we can see through the distortion of inflation to see that both manufacturers and wholesalers are carrying historically high levels of inventory, especially wholesalers who are carrying nearly double their inventory relative to sales. Manufacturers at 1.5 times levels have done modestly better, but continue to keep inventories relatively above historic norms. In both cases, elevated inventory to sales levels means that wholesalers and manufacturers have higher exposure to obsolescence, demand, and liquidity risks. Among those inventory risks, the one that surprisingly appears to have stabilized is pricing risk. Among all construction materials, prices have been flat to slightly declining in 2024. However, this moderation in prices has its limits, with some materials continuing to move volatilely. As shown here, copper product prices continue to be elevated by demand across many industries, including automotive and electronics. Lumber, in contrast, has been a price movement laggard due in part to slowing housing starts. That's the blueprint for today. Stay sharp and keep building. Until we meet next time, you can keep up to date on the latest industry news and information by visiting our website, ConstructConnect.com, and by following me on LinkedIn. Take care.